Mr. Antwaun Teasley right here. First of all, thank you for coming, brother. Appreciate you. He's a jack of all trades. I don't want to limit him in one box, you know. He's a chef. He rehabs, not just, you know, he don't rehab houses on Superior. He rehab, you know, mansions and stuff like that with the big wigs, huh? NBA players and management and things of that nature, doing it really big like that, you know. Thank you, Twan, for being here, man. Let's start at the beginning, though, you know, in the very beginning, because you had a twin brother, you know, recently passed away, and we'll talk about that. But, you know, tell me about the beginning coming up when you guys were little and y'all was twins. What was on your mind, man?
In the beginning, when we were born. It's the twins. It's two of them. Oh, they so cute. Oh. So we've been winning from birth, baby.
Right, we've been winning from birth.
Winning from birth. Oh.
Is it true what they say about twins, that you kind of share the same ideology, the same synchronicity, where you can feel things when your other twin is not around and things of that nature?
Yes.
That's true?
Yes, it was true.
Oh, huh? What you know about?
Yeah, when I was young, I had burned my hand. Some chicken grease fell on my hand. I had to wash this. I was like 8 years old. And I'm looking at my hand, the skin curled off my hand. My brother stood up there crying. But I'm just holding my hand like, looking at him like, wow.
And he was crying.
I
Were
never
y'all
cried.
bad in school? Was y'all like a tag team?
We was sheltered.
Y'all
We was sheltered. We sat on the porch and watched everybody run crazy. we couldn't come off the porch.
Couldn't come off the porch.
We was good
Did
boys.
y'all play the twin games with the ladies, though, you know?
Yeah, eventually, you know. You know, as we got older, you know.
Right. Now, how did you guys get into the love and, you know, and wanting to understand cooking and food and things of that nature? How did that even come about?
Just being around the house, just like I said. I had to wash dishes, cooking, mama cooking, everybody cooking, just cooking. But as you get in high school, you got to find a job.
Right.
So I got to find a job doing cooking. I was a chef. I was a line cook at a restaurant. You know, they get you the recipe book. It was money for me. I was learning. Just open up, and then you make recipes, and you learn how to get the kitchen.
Were you getting more excited as you cooked new stuff that you never had tried cooking before?
Right, because when you were in high school, you learn French. Well, I had a French teacher. See, that's another taste of foods. Escargot, raw foods, French foods, you know, because they like dishes, delicatessens.
Right.
Delicatessens, you know.
Right.
Which is good food, French.
Right.
So you acquire a taste for different foods all the time, you know.
So you were learning a different language?
I was just different languages, different culture. When you growing up through school.
There had to have been a lady magnet. That was a chick magnet right there. Learning different languages, different foods. You can really impress people like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's called good. It was good game. The teacher, I had a beautiful French teacher. She was with it. She was with it. She wanted to bring the best out of her students.
Was Dad at home?
No, Daddy wasn't at home.
But you guys were sheltered,
we had a father. We had a stepfather around 8, 9, you know. But, you know, Mama kept us. We had a family. We was around family all the time.
When y'all were starting to take interest in food and cooking, you know, what was Mom saying? Was she proud of that? Was she happy?
She was just, you know, at that stage, you know, high school days, you know, Mom, you know, we was just in our own lane, you know, happy, you know, we go fast. We got energy. We Scorpios.
Right. Now, you told me y'all was both cooking at Mortons?
Yeah, we cooked at Mortons Steakhouse, downtown Cleveland. We both was down there. He was the chef. I was the saute man, you know. My brother just had some type of charisma because he was cooking for the baseball players. They'd come in, it's an open kitchen. You know, they tip you, you know. I was taking my brother tips. They thought it was him. I'm fighting there.
Yeah.
I'm stood up there real cool. They called home Seattle Mariners come in. I'm like,
yeah.
My brother in the back, he come out, cuss me out. I don't know what he talking about.
Right.
You know.
Now, were you and your brother coming up with things on your own, like to try and make new stuff? You know, new foods and
new. He went to culinary school. Once he got to culinary school, he took his skills to another level.
But you actually inspired him because you were cooking first.
Right.
But you brought him along. What made you say, hey, brother, you need to get into this? Why, you seen it in him or what?
He already had skills to do a lot. He had energy. He had the will. So, you know.
Now, what we're talking about is Antwaun's brother. Antwaun's brother was a celebrity chef for the Miami Heat, among other players and things of that nature. You know, how was that experience? Because you were in your own lane at the same time, too. Y'all was kind of tag teaming the sports players.
Hit him with the 1-2 punch,
With
baby.
the 1-2 punch. The brother was cooking the food, and he was rehabbing the mansions and stuff like that for the players. They was hitting them with the 1-2 punch. And so having that type of clientele, you and your brother, living in that lane, you know, tell me a little bit about that experience, coming amongst star sports players. You know, what kind of psyche did they have, you know, dealing with you guys? You know, you guys are coming from the streets, you're making your name for yourself, you're not depending on anybody, you're making your own way, you know, you're making your own man. You know, how was the relations? How was it in that lane?
People like that at that stature, they the best people on earth. They the coldest athletes, period. All they want to do is be dealing with the coldest person. You feel me? You got to be cold. You got to be the best. You feel me? You got to be the best. They just want the best. They want the best food. They want the best clothes. They want the best cars. They want the best women. They want the best chef. They want the best contractor. They want the best individual.
Right.
This is like entertainment. When you're a millionaire, you see two twins walk in with carrying some groceries. Carrying some groceries, and they both 6 foot tall, nice groomed, carry themselves professional, and got some personality.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
They like that.
Right.
Then they throwing a party. Say, for instance, you come in, you're a football player. You got 20. You throwing a party for 50 people at your house. You just want somebody who gonna cook and throw you a party, who gonna entertain you. Right. It's all entertainment.
Right. Now, you said your brother was actually a living chef at a period of time. Was with Ricky Davis in Boston, and then he got traded to
Minnesota. He cooked for the first rescuers when the bridge fell down.
Wow.
In Minnesota, my twin cooked for the first responders. He was living for Ricky Davis for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was cooking for a lot of people.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, what happened with your brother? How did he die? What happened?
First, he was at the club with Shaquille O'Neal, Gary Payton, LeBron, them. They was at the club. After the club let out, so my brother, he's a stunner. He's what you call a stunner. And Miami has a strip, whole bunch of clubs. He hit 3 clubs in one night. Because when you hit a club, people see you, chef, I need a chef. And they like your swag. All you do is do your job, get your money, and roll out.
Right.
They like how you move.
Right.
You ain't all in the way, you just roll by yourself. Go get the check. We just go to the club, get the check.
Yeah.
Roll out.
Right. Right. And so what?
He went to the next club. He went to Club Mansion. He walk in. He had a guy who be on his heels. We call them heels. Somebody be on your heels when they with you. You know, you at the club.
Not a foe, but what you call an alliance?
Yeah, it's buddy.
Yeah, it's buddy. Okay.
You know, guy who takes stunner walks with.
Okay.
You know, my brother ain't have security or nothing. He making moves. He jumping cabs. He make moves. But he hit 2-3 clubs a night. But he hit Club Mansion. Went in there.
Pick up his checks.
He went in there. Right. He went in the Club Mansion. Got into a VIP with some guys who we fly him around in helicopters. They throw them on Star Island. Some made mans down there. Swinging wad, as we say. They swings wad. And he was at they VIP. Next thing you know, they say fighter suit. I was in Cleveland.
Okay.
They say fighter suit. Then there was one shot. Pow! My brother gets shot. He had a Superman shirt on with the S in the chest with the rhinestones, and he gets shot right in the middle of the S.
Wow.
Super cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just. I guess I don't know. I can't. It was time for him to go.
So it wasn't meant for him or anything like that. It was just. You really don't know.
I know I ain't feel no pain.
Right. Right.
So I know he ain't suffer. You feel me? So I know it wasn't in vain.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
It was just time to go. God called him home.
So what did that do to you? Because, you know, you and your brother was obviously close and y'all were interrelated, you know, hooking up with people and flipping your contacts and things of that nature. So what did you do? You didn't fold tent. What happened?
I stood behind my mom, supported my mama. Everything still is in place and intact. You feel me? Everything is still good. Still got clients, still got business, still we got relationships. Everything's in pause. My mom lost a son. That was the most important part. My mom, you feel me? So my life is at a standstill to make sure mom is good.
Right.
And the family.
Right. Mom was real proud of you guys. Real proud.
Yeah.
And then you coming back to stand by her in her time of grievement, you know, that's real huge.
Sacrifice. I was used to sacrificing.
Right.
You feel me?
At what point did you say, well, and have you reached that point where you say, okay, well, I've grieved enough, my mom's okay, you know, I got to get back to work. Has that happened?
Kicked in. I just did a rough.
You just did
Kicked in. I just did a rough by myself.
Right.
Got the whole check. Got the whole check. Got the whole check.
You got a question, Twan. Give him a mic, please.
Yeah, I know it's probably tough losing a brother. Now, my question is, like, how do you get away from, like, thoughts of, like, revenge or get back from a situation like that?
Faith. Just faith. God, I got faith in God. The God fights. He carries all vengeance. You feel me? I don't have the time. I don't have the energy for that. My energy goes straight to my mother and my family. I have nieces and nephews and bills to pay. I'm going to worry about that first. Then I let God take on all the drama, all the negativity, all the repercussions of all the garbage that I don't want no parts of, because I need that energy. That's what keeps me strong, positive energy.
What you know about that? What you know about that? Because he could have been bent over with revenge. He could have been bent over with anger. You could have, you know, succumbed to all of that. But you seem like you got a real strong mind and you're going about like a strong person would. So what's next for Antwaun, the entrepreneur?
I mean, whew.
That's a loaded question.
I mean, it's a loaded question because I can do whatever I choose to do on this planet.
Right. Okay.
You know, I just was in Boston last week and did a custom bathroom. I did a custom bathroom for a lady in Boston. Her mama just came in from St. Thomas. Her mom, the hurricanes hit the mama house. They got that bread. You want to go to St. Thomas and put this house together? We put all our money into our property because that's part of our tradition. We got to put it all in.
Wouldn't you like to hear those words if you're a contractor? That's the words you want to hear when you're a contractor.
We put it all into the project. Ooh.